How often do we pause to consider what life is like for the 2.3 million people currently living in Gaza? Today, their reality is grim, shaped by a crisis that has unfolded over weeks and months. The United Nations, a beacon of hope and support, has been forced to halt the delivery of life's most basic necessities, food and other aid, due to a collapse in communication services. This isn't just a technical glitch. No, it's the result of a severe fuel shortage which has also led to a communications blackout. Picture this: no internet, no telephone services, a population cut off from each other and the outside world. This is the life for the people of Gaza right now. But why the fuel shortage, you ask? The answer lies in an Israeli blockade that controls the entry of fuel, food, water, and other supplies into Gaza, allowed our 2 tanker trucks of fuel each day, a meager amount that falls painfully short of what is needed to power essential functions such as water systems, hospitals, and aid delivery trucks. The ramifications are profound and deeply troubling. With the blockade in place and supplies running dangerously low, the people of Gaza face a grim reality. The risk of starvation, dehydration, and malnutrition looms large, casting a dark shadow over the 2.3 million lives at stake. As we delve deeper into the crisis, the situation becomes even more dire. The heart of this escalating catastrophe pulses in the corridors of Gaza's largest hospital, Shifa. Electricity shortages have plunged the hospital into darkness for nearly a week, crippling its capacity to provide life-saving medical care. Under the dim glow of emergency lights, doctors are making impossible choices, rationing what little medicine and clean water they have left. Their efforts are further hampered by allegations of Israeli troops using the hospital as a command center, a claim that remains unverified but has nonetheless slowed the search for evidence. The specter of violence is not confined within the hospital walls. Airstrikes continue to batter the southern sector of Gaza, tearing apart buildings and families alike. With each strike, the casualty count rises, a relentless tally of human suffering. In the West Bank, the echoes of this conflict reverberate. Clashes between Israeli troops and Palestinian gunmen have resulted in further loss of life, adding another layer of tragedy to an already grave situation. The war, now in its 6th week, has claimed over 11,400 Palestinian lives. 2/3 of these casualties have been women and minors, innocent lives caught in the crossfire of a conflict they did not choose. Meanwhile, a hostage crisis simmers. Gaza militants hold hostages, their release a condition for the entry of much-needed fuel into Gaza. Thousands of marchers, their hearts heavy with fear for their loved ones, are calling on the Israeli government to do more. Their voices fill the air, a chorus of desperation and defiance in the face of unbearable adversity. The escalating crisis brings with it an urgent need for action, yet solutions seem painfully out of reach. In the face of such adversity, how can we remain passive? We can't. The world cannot stand idly by as the people of Gaza face such dire circumstances. They need our help, and we have the power to make a difference. Aid groups and the United Nations are on the front lines, doing their best to provide food, water, and other essential supplies. But their resources are stretched thin, and they need more support. You can contribute to these organizations financially, providing them with the means to continue their vital work. But your support can go beyond monetary contributions. You can volunteer your time, donate goods, or use your skills to assist these organizations in their efforts. But aid is only part of the solution. We must also push for policy change. The current situation in Gaza is not just a result of conflict, but of policies that have left millions cut off from the world. We must advocate for policies that respect the rights of the people of Gaza, that allow for the free flow of goods and aid, and that work towards a peaceful resolution to the conflict. You can do this by reaching out to your political representatives, by writing to them, calling them, using social media to bring attention to the crisis in Gaza. Tell them that the world is watching, that we will not accept the suffering of the people of Gaza as a given. Demand that they take action, that they push for a policy change, that they stand up for the rights of the people of Gaza. We must also spread awareness. The more people know about the situation in Gaza, the more pressure there will be on those in power to act. Share information about the crisis with your friends, your family, your community. Use your voice to bring attention to the plight of the people of Gaza. Remember, every voice counts, every contribution matters. Stand with Gaza because humanity should not be a privilege but a right for all.